Well, hello there. I've just been doing some gardening. Yeah, don't worry, I've got my sunglasses over there. Just putting these on so you can see my face a bit better. Yeah, it's a bit impersonal, isn't it, when you're wearing sunglasses? Anyway, so we're out in the garden, lovely sunshine. I've just done a load of gardening. We went out the other day. We went out looking in the local shopping centres. Anyway, we found a couple of plants, 3 for £10. So we've got three new plants that I put in the garden. So yeah, that's nice. We've got a nice bright pink one, a yellow one, and one with white flowers on. Yeah, it's really nice. Anyway, enjoying this weather. We could have a bit more of this warm weather. I don't know how you feel about warm weather, but I'm absolutely loving it. Yeah, I suppose it's because I've been on board ship where the ship's engine room is particularly warm. So my body's got acclimatised to the warmer environment. And of course, when you come home, it's getting used to the cold. Or even though we do have air conditioning on board ship, it's never quite the same as it is at home. It's always cooler in our back bedroom than it would be on board ship, to be honest, because our back bedroom is north facing, so it's really the front bedroom, I suppose. But yeah, I was measuring the CO2 here this morning. This morning it was 421 parts per million. Well, you'd expect it to be like that, wouldn't you? As the sun's out and the plants are making oxygen. But it does, I know it does dip down at night time when the sun's not shining and the plants are actually producing CO2, and as well as all the decomposition that's going on in the garden, what with the dead grass and stuff like that. So you would expect it to be slightly higher than 423. Anyway, that's probably not why you called. Yeah, my throat's gone a bit scratchy and raspy again. I don't know why that is. It's been doing that for a couple of months now. 1 minute it's okay, and then the next minute it goes a bit raspy again. I know when I had a tube down the throat having a look camera, they did see polyps. So that's probably a bit of a worry. But yeah, I'm not going to worry too much about that because they can be removed quite easily, as my father-in-law can attest. But he had one that was a bit more difficult to remove, so they had to have him in overnight for a bit of anaesthetic, so they could do it properly. Anyway, yeah. So it's Thursday. And it's downhill from here to Friday. And then you know what happens on Friday, don't you? It's the weekend. Yeah. I know. I can't really tell whether it's the weekend or it's not the weekend. It's only when Sarah says, oh, I'm working, say, Saturday, that I know that it's what day of the week it is. Yeah. Anyway, so, yeah, I've had a really busy week this week. Got a lot planned. So if everything goes according to plan, I'll let you know nearer the time when it happens, or just after it's happened. So there's some exciting stuff coming up. Yeah. Anyway, my finger. I don't know if you can see. One of my work colleagues. I'm not blaming him at all, but he knocked a great chunk off my finger. We were working on this air compressor that I was going to do a video series about working on air compressors. Anyway, as we were trying to shuffle the shaft from one end to the other end to pick up the float. This is the float in the bearings, and oh blimey, the shaft was so hard to move. Really was difficult to slide up and down the bearing. Anyway, we resorted to hitting the shaft with a piece of wood and a hammer. I was holding a piece of wood, and he swung the hammer and he missed. And it slipped off the piece of wood and hit my thumb. It's not my thumb, my finger. It took a great chunk off my finger. But that's growing back now. It's almost repaired now, 3 weeks on. And it's almost repaired. But it wasn't his fault. And of course it didn't hurt. Being diabetic, it did a little bit, but not a great deal. And it's probably a good job that I didn't bring it to anyone's attention, or else there would have been accident reports. And I can't be asked going down all that route these days. It wasn't really an accident, really, because there was no lost time. I didn't stop working. I just pulled a piece of dead skin off and carried on. I did, and then went up at lunchtime and got a plaster. We do have plasters on board ship, but they're not really suitable. They're just horrid. They're too small, right? And okay, yeah, all right. If you get a splinter or tiny nick, they're just too small. Really are too small to do any good. So I had to resort to my own upstairs in my cabin. So actually, what I did was I actually put a piece of some of that artificial skin on there. It comes in a liquid form. You just spread it on. It looks like glue, and it dries, and it performs a waterproof seal. So I put a plaster over that. It's all right. It didn't get infected, so that's a good thing. What else has been happening? Oh yeah, the cost of petrol that's going up. But yeah, I don't know what's happening with this stupid law about having speed limiters. I really don't. They should make it more punishable to drive closer than your stopping distance. And of course, you all know what the stopping distance is at 20 miles an hour, don't you? It's not 3 feet. It's 2 car lengths. 20 miles an hour. It's 2 car lengths away. And of course, it gets bigger and bigger as you go faster and faster. So when you see, it's just criminal. When you see people travelling at 60 miles an hour and there's a car length between them and the car behind, you think, it don't take much. But anyway, I'll keep rabbiting on about that. That's one of my biggest bugbears, is being tailgated. And of course, if you do find that you're being tailgated, and the only option really is to slow down so that there is a safe braking distance between you and the car in front, even if it means slowing down to 10 miles an hour. Do that rather than risk the guy running in the back of you. Anyway, that's another a topic for another day. But yeah, the sun's coming out again. So I'm going to go and make a sandwich for the lady Sarah. It's coming on for 2:30, and she will have just finished work about half an hour ago. And she was going to do a bit of shopping on the way home to get, I think it's getting some bread and milk and stuff like that. So I'm going to use up the last of the bread, make Sarah a sandwich, get a nice cold drink ready, and have a good old chat with her. Anyway, well, I've gone over the 8 minutes, so I won't monetize it. Anyway, so that's it. Happy Thursday. One more day to the weekend, so just grin and bear it and you'll be there. Okay, see you later. Bye. Have a nice day.